So we're going to be working on the game logo design that you guys have been requesting for. All right, we're going to be using a few tools, new tools, so you kindly pay attention. All right, first of all, you need to draw a rectangle. After drawing your rectangle, okay, after drawing your rectangle, okay, select the ellipse tool and draw an oval. You all know an oval, right? Draw an oval. Okay, now hit Control plus A on the keyboard and hit C to center the work. After doing so, make sure that the oval is right on line at the top, okay, with the rectangle drawn. Okay, hit Control plus A again to select all, and you're going to create an intersection. All right, so you hit on the intersect to on the property bar. All right, after doing so, you move the oval aside. Okay, hit on the complete rectangle, don't hit in the middle. Okay, hit on the first rectangle aside and delete. Okay, after doing so, draw two circles, one here. We want exactly the same circle, so I'm going to copy and paste. All right, one here, one there. Hold the control key, okay, to give you a perfect alignment. Click and drag on the other circle. Okay, then you click and drag on this circle as well. Move it to the side. Make sure it falls on the line at the side. All right, now if you're finding challenges doing that, you can just zoom in to make sure it's on the line. Okay, do same for the other side as well. After doing that, okay, the circles are a bit huge. Okay, so I'm just going to reduce the size a little bit. Okay, I'm going to select both circles and I'm going to reduce the size. All right, a little bit. Okay, and repeat that. All right, so this is quite perfect for me. All right, so after you're done with that, okay, hit press the shift key. Do not release your hand. Select the two circles and select the intersection. Okay, select the two circles and select the intersection. All right, and then you use the simplify key on the keyboard to cut out. All right, so I'm going to hit on the simplify key to cut out. Okay, so when you cut out, this is what you get. I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. Right, so after you've cut out, okay, you hit the the first intersection created. All right, go to the property bar, okay, and you will find these two over there. All right, the break apart two. The break apart two. Click on it to break apart. There are some little boxes here. Okay, so I'm going to delete them. That was the reason why I broke apart. If you happen to have done the simplify the work and then you do not have such there, all right, there wouldn't be any need to break apart. Okay, so after doing this, okay, bring back your oval. But this time we reduce the size of the oval. It's the same oval we are using. Please don't do another oval. The same oval you used. Okay. Now you bring back the oval. Make sure it is in the center of the work. So I'm going to hit the shift button and select the first intersection and hit on C on the keyboard to bring the oval to the center. Okay. I'm going to create a kind of an arc in the middle down there. All right. But then I want it to be a bit beneath. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that the oval is in the middle, but then it falls on the line. Okay, it creates Okay, so this is how I want it to be. Right, you can move it up any way you want it. All right, but then I want it to be down there. Okay, to make my pad, my mouse pad a bit big. All right, so after doing that, I'm going to hit the simplify key and the first intersection. Okay, I'm going to hit the shift key, sorry, and then you click on the first intersection to select both. After that, go to your property bar and simplify again. Okay, when you are done simplifying, you delete the over. Okay, and we are almost as close to a gamepad. Now, when you are done with this, select the two circles. Okay, you do so by hitting the shift key and clicking on both circles, and then the first intersection, and you go back to your property bar. Now, the last two, okay, the last two on the property bar, when it comes to the intersection and the the working tools, all right, let me put it that way. The last two here, okay, the create boundary tool, all right, whether you are using X7 or X8 is the same tools, no difference. All right, you click on that and it's going to redraw everything for you that you've done. Okay, now after clicking on that, you come back to your main work, click, okay, click on any part of the, all right, any part in the main work. All right, click, hold, press the shift key, sorry, press the control key. Okay, after clicking and holding, press the control key and then move upwards, and you have this. After doing that, you can delete the template you used to draw this, right, and bring this back down. Okay, so I need very sharp curved edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this using the shift tool. That is the second tool on the in the toolbox. All right, after selecting this, I'll click the second tool in the toolbox, which is the shift tool. Come back to the work, zoom in. Now you realize that the circle created a node here. I don't need this node because I want a very sharp arc. Right, so I'm going to double click on that node to remove it. Right, double click. Okay, or you can click once on the node, go to the property bar and hit the minus 2 there to remove the node. Is the remove 2. Okay, after doing so, this is what I want. Okay, so I already have this. If you want the base to also be that sharp, okay, you can delete this bottom 2 knots as well to get this kind of curve. All right, or you can leave it there. It's still the same. Okay, there are different types of mouse, so you can, sorry, gamepad, so you can um, put your own bits and styles in there. Now, after you've gotten this, okay, now we need the game pad um, buttons. Right, after getting this, we need the game buttons. So we're going to draw 4 perfect circles. Right, this is the first one. Okay, to get the same sizes, just going to copy and paste. All right, and paste. Okay, and then move it aside. Copy, okay, and paste and move it aside. Okay, so I have 4. All right, I'm going to move this 4. Okay, we have the plus type of gamepad where um the button is plus like this. So you can do keep it like this if you want, or so the arrangement is up to you. Okay, or you can just have the shifted square type. Right, it's still plus, but it doesn't look more like a plus, it looks like a shifted square. Okay, or you can keep it like that. Right, okay, so there we have the buttons. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side. Okay, so this is the side where most of you would want to do your own freestyle or something and put there. Okay, per the game pad, you know how the game pads are. Okay, so you can do your own. Okay, so I'm just going to use the normal traditional plus. Okay, so I'm going to draw a rectangle in that order. Okay, after that, I'm going to copy and paste the same rectangle. After copying and pasting, go to the property bar in the rotate box. All right, I want to rotate this 270 degrees to get it vertical. All right, I don't want to draw a second vertical box. All right, so I'm just going to hit 270 here to get it vertical. Or or you can, after copying and pasting, okay, when you click on it, you have the 8 knots, all right, dark knot appearing. Now, when you click on it again, you realize that those knots change into arrows. Now, the arrows on the side, okay, where my mouse pointer is, means that you can use that arrow to rotate the the work. All right. So as I'm doing, you can use them to rotate. And then the arrow in the middle means that you can use it to slant the work. All right. Okay. So I want it rotated and I want it to be rotated perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my hand on the control key on the keyboard and rotate. Okay. I'll rotate till I showed you the other time till the line is perfectly straight. The blue line that comes is perfectly straight. So you realize that this is perfectly straight. And I leave it there to get a perfectly rotated, okay, rectangle in 270 degrees. After that, I'm going to select all, right, hit center to make sure that the work is well centered. And then I'm going to open up, okay, the work a bit. After doing all this, come back to your property bar, all right, control, hit the shift key, select both rectangles, come to the property bar and hit the weld to weld, okay, to weld the um, to weld the two rectangles. And this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a plus. Okay, so you can move your plus in there and resize it as you want. Okay, you already have your gamepad. Okay, now in what I presented, um, the plus was a bit curvy. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you want a curvy plus, all right, this is what you're going to do.